Welcome back to Omni Football. Today, we are back after 3 years.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Oh. Jeez.
Welcome back.
No, it's gonna be longer.
Maybe 4.
It's probably 4.
But I think it was 2018 or the 2017.
Yeah,
Like the end of
2017.
2017. But yeah, it's been a while. But yeah, welcome back to Omni Football. This is the podcast. We're here. Today is Wednesday, June 9th. And a lot of stuff has happened so far in 2021. A lot of stuff happened since the last time we were on camera. World Cup, Premier League, Chelsea won the Champions League.
Get on with it.
And yeah, so we're actually going to be talking about a couple of things that are coming up actually in the week, actually on Friday. On Friday, Euro 2020, which was rescheduled to 2021, is kicking off. I don't know exactly where they're holding these games. I think it's a collection, right?
I don't know either. Not sure what the host city is, if there is one.
I think it might be a collection. Here we go.
Ah.
As far as we know, Rome in Italy and Baku, Azerbaijan.
Okay.
Bajan. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Right.
The Euros, which is the European competition of all the countries, not clubs, is happening. And we're just going to go through a couple of the groups, or all the groups. There's only 6 of them. And talk about it. So let's just dive in. Group A, Turkey, Italy, Wales, Switzerland. Any of those teams jump out at you?
Italy is probably like the favorite, but they haven't necessarily been playing super great in the past, 4 years?
That's true. Although I did see them play in their friendly, which is just a friendly, and I think they're better than they were.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's not saying much, though.
They weren't great.
I would say Switzerland has been more consistent than Italy has.
Yeah, I'd say so. Wales is not that good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Wales is not that good. I also saw them in a friendly recently.
Oof.
And dude, they can't play without their main star Gareth Bales, to be honest. Like if he's not on the field, they look average.
I mean, that makes sense. Who else is really?
And it's just like Ramsey, but like one more. That's it.
Yeah, that's not great. But I think Turkey is probably better than Wales. I'm not sure who would win this group, honestly. I think like a lot of people would favor Italy just because of their history in the World Cups and things like that. But
yeah,
honestly, I don't think that. I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't win. Like I think either Switzerland or Turkey is probably gonna win.
I'd be happy to see Turkey win this group. But
I think it's gonna be close. I don't think it's gonna be a landslide in any way.
But I think it's going to be Italy 1, Switzerland 2, I think. I mean, that's maybe just like the favorites, but I think those are probably going to be it.
Mm-hmm.
Group B, Denmark, Finland,
going on here.
Belgium, and Russia. I mean, it's actually pretty close because Russia played well in the last World Cup.
It doesn't count.
It does count. They played well.
Count.
Finland, Denmark. Denmark has, I think Denmark has... Oh, no, they don't. Never mind. No, I was going to say someone, but they're not Danish. I think it's probably Belgium. Belgium for sure.
Belgium's going to win it. 100%. It's going to be a landslide. They're probably going to go 3-0.
Oh, you sent me something recently, too, where...
it was the rankings.
FIFA World Rankings going into the... I'll put it up in here.
I guess it would just be on FIFA, right?
Yeah. FIFA World Rankings. So,
Belgium's ranked the best.
Right, Belgium's ranked world number 1.
I don't think that's accurate.
By like 30 points, whatever this is.
Whatever
but
that means.
Above France? That's not right.
That's not right at all.
That's not right. I mean, are they second though?
No. I don't think so.
Like if you, without looking at the other countries, like where would you place them?
Oh, I would think they're like a 5th, 4th.
Okay.
I don't think they're top 3. I don't think that they're...
Who's your top 3 then? World ranking.
Just in Europe?
No, world.
World? Definitely France, number 1.
Okay.
I'd say France. I haven't seen Germany play in a while, so I don't know. I know.
There's a big three.
I mean, I don't know. France. I think England's probably up there.
Okay, wow.
As far as like any other countries, like in terms of South America or anything like that, I don't think that they make it into the top three. It's got to probably be Germany if they have their shit together. But I don't know if they do.
I think Germany's definitely up
Germany's
there.
not even in the top 10, apparently.
Germany's not even in the top 10, apparently, according to this.
Denmark is creeping in there, though.
I would say France is probably, in my opinion, the best team.
Yes.
Most deep. Germany's probably second, even though they didn't play well last World Cup, but that was a while ago. And I would say Belgium's third. I'll give them third.
I think England's better than Belgium.
That could be true. I mean, and that's why we're having a fucking tournament, right? So Belgium is apparently ranked the number 1 nation in the world for soccer.
Right.
They probably should win this group B.
Yeah, I think they're gonna win 3-0. Like when they're gonna win all 3 games.
And if they don't, it's gonna look pretty bad, to be honest.
Yeah, even if they lose one, it's not gonna look great.
It'll be interesting to see the rankings after this Euros because their
right.
World Cup,
Like,
they're like ranking
World Cup and like international friendlies and like random shit.
So it'll definitely be updated by the time this rolls around again, which is cool. Group C, Netherlands, Ukraine, Austria, and North Macedonia. I think North Macedonia, easy win, dude. Easy.
I don't even know where that is.
Yeah, no, I have no idea where that is. I know that it is.
I think that the Netherlands will probably win.
Yeah.
But that being said, that's not obviously saying much.
Mm.
But I don't know if the Netherlands would win 3-0.
Ukraine and Austria?
But sometimes these tinier countries that like aren't the big boys, like when they come to play in a tournament, they come to play hard.
And that's not a bad group for a country like Austria or North Macedonia.
Yeah, if they think like, oh, we just have to beat Ukraine and we're through. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they'll definitely come to play.
Like, even if we don't beat Netherlands, we can still try. Like, we could still have a good chance against the other guys.
Yeah. Like,
so that's actually a pretty interesting one. That'll be an interesting one to watch, actually.
Yeah. Like, I think that group's going to be a little more tricky than it's just going to be a clear cut answer.
Yeah. And I think that there's definitely a lot of opportunity there for sure.
100%. I mean, one of those teams has to go through.
Yeah, I mean, they have to.
Yeah,
They're like, actually, no. Group D, England, Croatia, Scotland, and Czech Republic. England and Croatia.
I think England's
I know you don't think Croatia's that good.
I don't.
But
I think they're still
going
they're
pretty good. Yeah. Scotland's not that good,
and
unfortunately.
Czech Republic, I don't.
And Czech
I don't
Republic,
think they stand a chance.
I don't think they're as good. But we know that England, although they did do well last World Cup,
yeah,
they're kind of shaky.
They're shaky, but they have a different squad. It's a lot younger.
Yeah,
I would say it's a lot more energetic.
Yeah.
Than the last one, because even in the last squad, like you had like Ross Barkley,
yeah,
Jordan Henderson, like guys who aren't necessarily horrible, but they're not like great.
Yeah,
in this squad,
I wonder who they're gonna play in the midfield though.
They have a lot of choices. I mean, they have Jack Grealish. He could drop into the midfield.
But didn't he not get? He didn't get selected, did he?
I'm pretty sure he's on the team. Bring up the team sheet.
I don't think he did.
He's definitely on the team. God damn it.
Next. Here. This is perfect.
Okay. Wait, is this old though?
Here we go.
Okay.
As of Wednesday, June 9th.
Okay. So midfielders. Don't know who that is.
Jude Bellingham,
Jordan Henderson, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice.
Oh, Jack Grealish is right here.
Jack Grealish.
Okay, yeah. Interesting.
Because some of these players aren't necessarily just forwards or just, they can also drop into the midfield.
Yeah, interesting.
Do some things. I think the squad looks really good, honestly.
Yeah, it does look pretty good.
I think it's the most promising out of all of them.
They have a lot. Although I will say Harry Maguire, I think, is overrated.
I would agree,
but I think he's gonna start. That's the thing.
I don't think he's gonna. You think he's gonna start?
Yeah, I mean he plays for Manchester United. How could he not start?
I think that John Stones will probably start.
Yeah, I would say John Stones, Kyle Walker.
Who else is really?
Reece James,
another center back.
Ben Chilwell.
He's probably gonna start. But then again, Kevin Trippier might start too.
I feel like it depends on how they play during the practice, during the practices that their trainings or whatever. But
I mean, the point is, I think the squad is very interchangeable.
Yeah,
There's a lot of talent.
They definitely have a lot of defenders, that's for sure. They
Yeah.
don't really have that many midfielders. I mean,
They don't. I
They're
think they don't have
four.
many true midfielders. You know what I mean?
yeah, because Mason Mount's kind of like an attacker that can play midfielder.
I'm sure even like Baki Osaka could play midfield. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Jordan
Bukayo
Sancho
Saka.
could probably play midfield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have a lot of people who could play midfield still.
Oh, Phil Foden too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think. Let's see. Go back to the group. England, Croatia. That'll be an interesting game for sure. Like I think it's a good test for England.
Yeah, but I think it's a comfortable win for England.
Yeah, I think England should comfortably win that group. But Croatia is the only real test, I think.
I agree. Because, again, like, this is a not younger generation. They have more to prove. I think they're a lot hungrier than, like, the older guys.
Yeah.
Plus, you have people like Phil Foden coming off of, like, you know, his loss in the Champions League. He played great in that game. Mason Mount just won the Champions League. A lot of them are going to be really fired up and trying to put a name for themselves in this new squad.
Yeah, plus, like, I also think that they're going to be... I mean, it's, like, kind of coming out of the pandemic. This was supposed to be last year, you know what I mean? So I feel like also there's that energy, like, oh, we're back at it, you know what I mean?
And also, whoever plays good here will play in the World Cup, most likely.
But yeah, I mean, definitely, because it's not that far off.
Yeah, so they're definitely going to have a lot to prove. They're going to be really hungry. I think that they're going to do really well in the tournament.
That's true, yeah, you're totally right. Because, I mean, as things go, it should be next year,
Yeah.
the World Cup.
I mean,
It should be, but...
I think it will be.
Okay, two more groups. Group E, we got Spain, Sweden, Poland, and Slovakia.
This one's a little interesting. Spain hasn't been playing great. Like, that being said, they're still Spain. They're still a good team, but
Yeah,
they haven't been playing great. I think
they have a lot of people who are no longer there anymore. Though.
they've lost a lot of their key players.
Yeah.
David Silva. I think Sergio Busquets is still on the roster,
Yeah.
but he can't do a lot of things he used to do.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be starting, to be honest.
Yeah. They still have some good people. They still have like Koke, Saul. They still have good players, but I think that they're not quite at the level that they were.
Yeah, I
Obviously.
think who's the kid from Man City that's Spanish? He's kind of like, he plays a similar role as Foden, but he's Spanish. Torres, I think his name is.
Oh, yeah.
Torres. I saw him start for Spain. I mean, and he's kind of unproven, to be honest. So I think a lot of their attacking players are kind of unproven or kind of bad. Like Morata
He's very inconsistent.
He's their starting striker, and I feel like he's not usually that clinical in front of goal.
Yeah. Plus, I just watched them play Portugal over this past weekend. It was a friendly, but they were still playing starting squads. It's still a big game, considering it's a friendly, and Spain didn't look very convincing. Neither team did, but Spain especially. You would think that they'd have more hold in the midfield, and they'd be a lot more consistent. But
Yeah. I mean, also,
this is going to be an interesting group.
I think Spain's also just got to just recognize that they don't have the team they used to have, and they have to, I think, figure out a different way of winning.
Yeah. Also, Sergio Ramos is not going to be a part of the team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's injured. He's not going to be able to play.
Oh, dang.
So
That sucks.
They're going to miss him back there.
Definitely, yeah. Who do you even play? I mean, I guess we'll see.
So recently, a lot of the players for Spain already tested positive for COVID.
They just this week.
Yeah, just this week. So they'd have to do a lot of testing to see who's positive, who's not, who can still go. Because, I mean, this lineup's probably not concrete at all.
Yeah, and I guess that's kind of the reality of like
Trying to have a tournament in a pandemic.
trying to have a tournament at the tail end of a pandemic. I mean, it's not over.
No.
It's not. I mean, as calmed as it is comparatively to like last year, 2020.
Yeah.
There's still a chance that like
still lockdowns, still
people get
exposures.
sick. I mean,
Yeah.
and I mean, like, if you get COVID and you're vaccinated, like, let's say best case scenario, you feel sick, but like you can't play.
Nah.
You know what I
FIFA's
mean?
not going to let you play.
I mean, but also you physically can't play. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's not like you can just be like, oh, it's just a congestion. You know what I mean?
You're not going to be able to run 90 minutes.
Yeah, so it's like, so there's always that risk that this whole tournament becomes like some shit show, dude. You know what I mean?
And FIFA's not going to allow that. I mean, they might just...
I wonder if they have protocols, and I mean, we'll see as
I'm sure they
come.
probably have thought of something.
They probably, I mean, because like they've had a whole year of not performing these.
I'm sure they had
tournaments.
like a team or two who could still slip in at the last minute. A team of two is in like a country or two, maybe.
Or maybe I don't even think so. I think it's probably just more like you're out.
Yeah, it could just be you're out and there's just a gap in your group.
Yeah.
In which case, like, another group has a...
That's probably it.
Yeah.
That's probably it. It'll be interesting, though, because this is exactly what's going on with Spain. Like, I think it was Busquets. Was it Busquets or one of those players was tested positive and it spread. So...
Yeah. So none of this is really set in stone. Spain's going to have definitely a difficult time in the Euros if they are even playing.
Right, yeah. Which I think I hope
it starts
they are.
Friday. Like, they...
Yeah, I don't know if they play on Friday, but
they don't play on Friday.
They'll be playing probably Sunday,
if not Saturday.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting development. This is definitely an interesting. This is like the first main tournament that I think is like the start of normal tournament soccer.
Yeah.
In terms of like international, because we've seen like European club tournaments, we've seen friendly tournaments, but not like this. So this will definitely be like, I guess like the
building block, I guess.
Yeah, set the tone.
Yeah, but no, this group is definitely interesting. I think Sweden and Poland honestly probably have a better chance going through than Spain does. I don't know about Slovakia. I think that they're probably going to be the one that everyone's going to pick up points on.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if Spain doesn't win the group just because of all the things that are happening, and they have a newer squad.
Yeah. So
I'd say Sweden, Poland, and then I'm hoping Spain goes through, but maybe not.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do, honestly.
Yeah. And then last group, the group of death.
Yeah.
Hungary, a monster of a team. And then we have Portugal, France, and Germany. And that's pretty crazy.
It's a really difficult group.
Let's pull them up on the FIFA rankings. We got Portugal at 5th.
Yeah. We've
got, who was it?
Germany's 12th.
Germany's 12th.
Allegedly.
And France is 2nd, allegedly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, and like what? The difference between Portugal, who is 1666, and Germany's 1609.
That's a pretty big difference.
I mean, yeah, and
Especially
France,
to France,
1757. Whatever that means.
Whatever those numbers mean.
Whatever those total points mean for FIFA, but they're a lot closer than those points.
I mean, just pull up the squads. Like, this is definitely the group of death for a reason.
Let's pull up Portugal first. I want to see, because I feel like
it's improved, honestly, from last Euros.
Of the three, and no shots to the Portuguese fans in the YouTube realm.
How dare you?
They're not that good.
Well, they're the reigning champions. So.
Yeah, they got lucky.
They've done crazier shit.
They got lucky that game.
Yeah, but still got a trophy. So.
No, I mean, but they have a good team, though. I mean,
They do. They've improved a lot in terms of the last tournament. I think in the last tournament they were definitely a very average team. It was kind of
It was like a miracle almost.
A miracle win, definitely, especially Cristiano Ronaldo going out.
Right.
And then...
Who was it? Sanchez who won it?
No. It was... he played for Swansea. He was the Swansea reject. Is it Eto?
I don't even know. Is he even playing?
He's not.
He's not even on this squad.
He's definitely not on the roster.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, but it was just a last-minute goal. Won everything.
Yeah, a shot from distance.
But they've definitely improved their squad as of late. As far as their defenders go, they have João Cancelo. He's been playing very well. Jose Font. He's kind of a regular. He's a little out there. Pepe is definitely going to play. Ruben Diaz has been playing a lot. Nuno Mendes, I'm not sure about him.
A lot of Wolverhampton Wanderers. A lot of Wolves fans.
No surprise there.
Basically mini Portugal.
Yeah. Rafael Guerrero. He's definitely been playing a lot. In the midfield, Daniel Pereira. He's been playing a lot for PSG. He's definitely comfortable on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Ruben Neves is playing very good. Bruno Fernandes has been playing very good as well.
Talisman.
João Moutinho has been playing well. Renato Sanchez has been playing well.
Yeah.
Don't know about Sergio Oliveira. And William Carvalho, he's always been a very good player. He's very calm on the ball. And then going forward, I think this is where they have the most talent, considering they have Andre Silva, Bernardo Silva, Cristiano Ronaldo, Diego Jota,
João
Felix, and then Rafa Silva. Definitely a lot of big names.
Dang,
a lot of formations they could play with that.
I pretty much would start like Liverpool did last season, where it's like Jota, Ronaldo, probably Bernardo Silva
and
and
then
Joao
seven.
Felix, maybe.
But how would you even squeeze him in though?
Just toss him in there, dude.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, you could always sub out somebody. You know, it's very
yeah, dude.
interchangeable.
I mean, that's four. So I'd probably be like 4-2-4. That's what I would play.
I mean, you could.
I mean, like they might as well, dude.
If you have Danilo Pereira,
Danilo
Pereira,
yeah.
and then William Carvalho as the two, they could definitely play like that.
Yeah.
Those are really good center defensive midfielders.
Yeah.
Can
And
definitely load
if
those
you
in.
have Semedo on one side, Pepe, Diaz in the middle, and maybe like João Cancelo on the other side.
They're used to running up and
I
down.
mean,
all
that's
the time.
pretty solid.
Yeah,
That's pretty solid.
it's a formation they could do. They won't, but like
Right, and I know, and
They
that's
could do it.
kind of a good. I mean, it's good problems to have so many good players playing.
yeah, because I mean, it's a given that Cristiano Ronaldo's going to be playing every game, but to have players that you can interchange beside him,
Right.
whether even if you want to do a 4-4-2 with Andre Silva right next to him, you know, like there's a lot of options that they could do.
Yeah, they have a good team. They have a better team than they did when they won it,
100%.
which is good
100%.
for them. But
The problem is France, honestly.
let's see the full squad for France.
Okay, so for the defenders, Benjamin Pavard, he had a
Good.
great World Cup. Raphael Varane's always very good.
Young and good.
Kimpembe, he's a little, sometimes, I don't know.
But he's experienced for
He's
sure.
experienced. Lucas Hernandez, also great World Cup. He's been playing good for Bayern Munich.
Lucas Digne, he's good. Lenglet, you
I
hate Lenglet.
Don't think he should be playing whatsoever.
Kurt Zimmer's a solid defender.
He's a solid backup defender.
I feel like he could start for sure.
He could
but-
start, but he shouldn't.
And then I have
Um,
Conte, Pogba, Rabiot, Tolisso, and Sissoko. I mean,
It's class.
you could do a 3 in the middle, you could do a 2 in the middle, you could do a 4 in the middle.
You
and-
could.
but you
do so
probably
much.
would want to do like a 2 and then just put 4 attackers in there. Like,
What's with you in this 4-2-4 shit?
because, dude, there's so many attackers. We have Benzema, Giroud, Mbappe, Thuram, Coman, Yedder, Griezmann, Lemar, and Dembele. I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
that's what I'm saying, dude.
It's insane.
You might as well put 5, dude. Like at the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's insane.
They have so many people, dude, and like
Especially-
you could do so many different things with that formation. Dude.
I think that there's some people that you have to play. I think you definitely have to play Conte. You definitely have to play Pogba. You definitely have to play Mbappe. But honestly, everybody else is interchangeable, and that's great. Like any of those players can play with anybody.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
a lot of them either played before in previous tournaments, or they play like in the same clubs. They know how each other play. I think it's gonna be a really really good tournament for them.
yeah. I think it is. Gonna
It's
be a good
definitely
tournament.
theirs to lose.
I think so too. Like I think they. I mean, they obviously won the World Cup on the heels of losing the.
They
last
should have won
Euro.
the last Euros.
Right. They should have won the last Euros. I feel like to come full circle and win this Euros
Mm.
would be like the ultimate redemption,
Yeah.
right? Although your World Cup's harder, obviously.
World Cup is a lot harder.
But
There's a lot more going on in the Euros.
But dude, they if anyone can win it, dude, it's these guys.
No, this squad's so deep. It's
It's really good.
it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's good in both sides of the ball. So,
It's good all over the pitch.
but this is awesome. But they also have to beat Germany.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they
Okay,
have
so-
Bert Leno, Neuer, and Trapp.
And Kevin Trapp.
I mean,
pretty good.
if you're gonna win a tournament, any tournament, you have to have a good goalkeeper, and all three
they're
of them.
not taking Ter Stegen?
No, I guess
Oh,
not.
shit.
Yeah, I guess not. I guess Kevin Trapp's been playing better, I guess.
No, it's probably Leno who
But
took his
it's
spot.
still probably going to be Neuer starting, dude.
Oh, it's gonna be Neuer starting. For
I mean,
sure.
so like, and I mean, if Neuer wants to, he can still be the best goalkeeper in the world.
yeah.
So I mean,
Neuer, it's hard to beat Neuer.
all right. So let's start there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then we have what? Ginter from Mönchengladbach, Gosens from Atalanta, Gunter, Hostelberg, Hummels, Klosterman, Koch, Rudiger, and Sule. All of them are not like mainstream names, but there's some good names in here.
Yeah.
Rudiger, Sule, Hummels, Ginter, Gosens, like some good defenders, dude.
Yeah,
They're going to be
definitely.
hard to beat. I mean, they may not kill you with Mueller with the pace and Werner if he's missing a bunch of chances, but it's going to be hard to score against them for sure.
I think it'd be easier to score against them than other countries, just based on the names on the back line. Granted, because it's Germany, they're going to have a lot of the ball. They're obviously going to be maintaining their shape very well.
Mm-hmm.
It is Jurgi Löw's last tournament.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh, I thought he was done. I thought he got replaced already.
No, I think it's his last one.
I don't know how they pronounce it, but Joachim Low.
Whatever. That fucking sniffer, dude.
That guy.
Can't
He'll never live that down, dude.
Can't get enough.
On TV, dude. That's hilarious.
I think it's his last tournament.
I think, okay, from what I'm reading too, it might be, but, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways.
You can correct it.
But definitely the midfield is where things are going to get really, really difficult. You have Emre Can, Serge Gnabry, Leon Goretzka, Ilkay Gundogan, Kai Havertz, Jonas Hoffman, Joshua Kimmich, Toni Kroos. Like, that's nuts.
They have a great midfield.
Those dudes are all good. I don't know who Jonas Hoffman is, but I mean, he's beaten some big names to get in there.
I mean, yeah, and also, like, he's also probably not in the starting lineup, to be honest. Compared to Gnabry,
He's definitely not starting.
Gundogan, Kimmich, Havertz, Kroos, like...
I would say you're probably starting Serge, Gundogan, and maybe Toni Kroos. No, Joshua Kimmich usually starts.
I'd say Kimmich there.
Yeah.
And Havertz is maybe a midfielder, but he's also a forward too. So, I mean, he could maybe, if he doesn't make the midfield, he could play in the forward.
Same with Leon Goretzka. No, same with Serge.
I wonder, do you know what though? I mean, as a Chelsea fan, and even though we won the Champions League this year, there was a lot of things that lined up for us to win the Champions League. Timo Werner though is a very difficult one to call because he's probably going to start.
He's most likely going to start.
He's the striker for Chelsea, but
But
this
then again,
whole year hasn't been that clinical in front of goal.
But I mean, they could always do like a false nine thing
With Mueller.
with Mula, and they'd still have Leroy Sané, and then but they don't have like another great winger
I mean, I would say if you're looking for another winger, get Havertz. He's got enough pace.
or Serge Gnabry.
Or Gnabry, play him up top, and then just kind of load the midfield with more, like Chan maybe, or even Kroos, who didn't get the lineup. So it's like there's a lot of options here as well. I would say, and no offense, but I would say that for me, France and Germany should go through, just based on what I've seen from these players already. I know that Portugal has a much better team than they did last time, but if I was just like calling it as from here before it gets started, I'd say Portugal's out.
I see what you mean, but in the World Cup, Germany probably had just as good a team as this,
That's true.
and they were on the group stage.
That's true. I mean, and that's a valid point. I mean, I feel like it was kind of weird that like that didn't happen. You know, that they didn't play that well.
I mean, it is what it is, right? No teams had back-to-back World Cups. They always exit in the group stage.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of how things work.
It's going to be really interesting, though. I think even though it's kind of a smaller tournament than like the World Cup, there's still a lot of interesting matchups. And then Group F.
Group F is the one to watch.
I mean, dude, if you want to see some interesting soccer, hopefully if everything goes well with the health and COVID and all that. But, dude, if those games go on and they're all up for it, Group F games are going to be pretty good. I mean,
if you want to see goals, watch Group B.
Yeah, probably.
Group B and Group D are probably going to be...
Group B and probably Group C, too, dude.
Actually,
I mean, these guys are going to go for it, dude.
Those guys are going to go for it.
Because they're like, well, we can do it.
There's only one way to do it, and let's go for it.
But yeah, so
it's going to be an interesting tournament, definitely.
We'll be watching it. I don't think I'm going to watch all the games, but I'm definitely going to catch the big ones. And I recommend watching it too. I mean, it's going to be great, especially after the year it was supposed to happen, 2020, and now it's 2021. I mean, you know, it's going to be awesome. It's great. It's great to see it back, honestly.
Yeah.
Because like last year we didn't have anything.
Yeah, international football was...
Pretty
fantastic.
Nothing. All right, and with that, we're gonna sign off. Thank you for watching. Okay, cool. We have food. Sick. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll probably do another one of these, hopefully before 3 years from now. But yeah.